We're doing the 1998 revival, which I think is a lot more in-depth than what the original was. You know, they added a bunch of stuff from the movie, and they added a bunch of stuff from a previous revival, or kind of reworked some stuff from, I think, the 1970 revival. And I think it's a lot more relevant today than the original was. I think they really fleshed out a lot of the characters and made it something that is really poignant in especially today's climate, really. You know, it follows, you know, these two characters through Germany in the 1930s, which was a crazy time to be alive. I think it really gives the audience something to take home and think about, and hopefully, you know, the messaging that we're trying to get across with our production really shines through, and you know, like I said, gives audiences something to take a piece of and think about, and hopefully it really hits home with some people. I play the Emcee, who is, I think, one of the most iconic roles in the musical theater world. And you have some iconic people that came before me, like Joel Grey and Alan Cumming and Neil Patrick Harris, and it always seems like big shoes to fill. But with the Emcee as a character, it has so much flexibility to be able to create your own version of it that is different from anything else that you've ever seen. And I think the version that we've created is a lot different from versions that I've seen in the past. He is so much an iconic part of this show, but he's so very much removed from most of the action that takes place on stage. You know, he's almost in this world of his own throughout the show, and that was something that we really wanted to create, was like this being almost that's not really real, but kind of is in certain parts, and you know, he kind of is like a commentator in a lot of the sequences that happen after scenes, and he's like a spectator almost throughout the whole show. It's kind of fun to be able to create that sort of world. Now more than ever is an incredible time to tell this story, because it so much centers around being yourself and being able to express yourself freely, and being able to be your genuine self wherever you are. And with, you know, so many of our LGBTQ rights getting taken away from us, I think right now is kind of the time that we need to be telling this story, and hopefully people can, you know, leave this theater really seeing the mirroring circumstances that we have now versus then.